on the streets, I'll break. If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kid.
And he did shit in 154. How y'all want him to fight me? I'm telling you, I'm trying to become undisputed right now. How are we talking about somebody that ain't even fought in the division? How do he just jump from there to there? Like what connection do he got to this world? Where that tall, lanky motherfucker at? Maybe I'll be the shot caller. Make this decision.
And he is wobbled by a left hook. And he's in trouble. And Cotto's dumping him. And maybe the matchmaking was a mistake. But no, he gets out of trouble. Still.
Passes Derek. Crawford and Jermell, what do you think? What happens if they fight?
See, I think Bud could beat Canelo.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos and lives like this. It's your boy No Credit, back in the flesh live. Everybody has to thank my boy Boxing Nerd for trying to get me back on here. I know I'm not consistent with the live. I'm trying, guys. We all know life be kicking us, and life's been kicking me. That's why I haven't been consistent with the live, but y'all know I love to talk boxing. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate people reaching out to me to get back on here. And I appreciate my guy, Boxing Nerd, motivating me to get back on here. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Mike Tyson thinks Canelo's gonna knock out Crawford, and Crawford is gonna use what Mike Tyson said as motivation. As motivation, Mike Tyson, you know, um, he knows his boxing. Do he know his boxing as much as I think he should? Not all the way there, but he there. But who am I to tell the legend he's wrong? Bud Crawford has to prove the legend that he's wrong, right? So we'll see him September. But yo, Nerve, salute. Let me say salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to my guy, Jesus M. Salute. Cyber, salute. Boxing Nerd 101, salute. I'm going to drop the link early for my guy, Boxing Nerd, because he might have to go somewhere. So I'm going to drop the link for Nerd. We're going to talk about what Tyson had to say. We're going to talk about a lot of other stuff, because I don't want to keep Boxing Nerd too long, because he said he had to do something. Mike is just trying to overhype fake Canelo. Fake Nello. People are trying to put Crawford performance against Madrimov as the signature example why he won't beat fake Nello. Jesus M. I agree. But you know how boxing is. Boxing, Jesus, if you remember, right? You know how boxing is. People always say, what do they always say, bro? You're only as good as your last fight. So that's why people are saying that, bro. They're saying Crawford can't beat Canelo because of his last fight. That's a saying in boxing. They say you're only as good as your last fight. You know that, right? People be like, you're only as good as your last fight. That's what people say. It is what it is. We can't get mad about it. They say you're only as good as your last fight. Boxing Nerd, hit the link. Let's get on here. Hit the link. Let's get on here. Let's talk about it, buddy. Where's Boxing Nerd at? So, hey, Zeus, that's what they're saying. They're saying the reason why they're saying Bud doesn't beat Canelo is because they're going off the famous saying, you're only as good as your last fight. That's why they're saying that, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if Bud would have went in there and he would have destroyed Madrimov, I don't think we would be getting this Canelo Alvarez fight, though. We wouldn't be getting that fight. So I'm glad Bud didn't destroy Madrimov because, in my honest opinion, I think that was the fight that got him the Canelo Alvarez fight, because Canelo's on record saying he don't like to fight guys like Crawford. He don't like to fight boxers like that. He likes to fight guys that comes forward. He don't want to fight guys like Bud Crawford. He says, I don't like to fight guys like that. They're always moving. It's boxing, bro. You want me to just stand in front of you and just let you hit me and just trade? That's not boxing. That's just rock'em sock'em robot. Boxing is using everything you learned in the gym, using angles, lateral movement, everything you learn in the gym. That's boxing. Boxing is not just standing there and trading, walking your guy down, you backing him up, he backing you up. You're throwing punches. No, I want to see a fighter utilize the entire ring. There's a big ring for a reason. I want to see a fighter utilize the entire ring. I don't just want to see a fighter just go in there and just come forward or go backwards. Some guys are good at coming forward, but they can't fight going backwards. Good thing about Canelo, he could do both. The only thing about Canelo is, matter of fact, Canelo, he could box too. I don't want to take credit from Canelo. He could box. I've seen Canelo utilize his legs before too, but his feet is just slow. But he does utilize his leg. I'm not going to take credit from him. That's one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not going to take credit from Canelo. He's a solid fighter, a future Hall of Famer, potentially one of the greatest fighters to ever come out of Mexico City or Guadalajara, Mexico, right? So I ain't going to take credit from Canelo. I think Canelo's a solid fighter. I think Canelo, he could do it all in the ring. I just think Bud Crawford is the better fighter. That's all. Me saying Bud Crawford is better than Canelo is not me saying Canelo sucks. I'm saying Canelo's good, but I don't believe he's as good as Bud Crawford. I think Bud is better. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying Canelo's good, but Bud Crawford is just better. That's all I'm saying. And the better man is going to win on a night. Jesus M says, Figueroa doesn't want David Benavidez. Yup. Canelo doesn't want to fight anybody named David Benavidez. And in fact, he wasn't going to fight Bud if Bud didn't look like he did versus Madrimov. He wasn't going to fight Bud. Y'all really think he was going to fight Bud if Bud went in there and knocked out Israel Madrimov? He wasn't going to fight him. Bro, what's going on, man? Where you disappeared to?
What do you mean?
I was waiting for you in the comments.
I understand.
What's going on, man? What you think about Mike Tyson? Do you agree with the legend Tyson saying Canelo's gonna KO Bud? Huh? And don't
Big
troll,
Nerd is
bro. Don't
back.
troll. Don't listen. Don't troll. Don't troll us. Give us your honest opinion. I'm asking you, do you agree with Mike Tyson saying Canelo's gonna knock out Bud Crawford?
No.
And why don't you agree with him?
I think he's gonna beat him though.
That's your opinion. You think he's gonna beat him. Okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but you don't see a knockout.
No, I don't see a knockout. Well, do you think Crawford could stop Canelo?
Absolutely.
Triple G couldn't stop him.
Bro, that's not how boxing works.
You th-
Triple G doesn't have what Crawford has, bro.
which is what?
The pinpoint accuracy, punching with you in between your punches, hitting you with punches you don't see coming. Triple G don't have that. You see Triple G punches coming from a mile away. He's not a fast fighter. It's the fast, quick shots that you don't see. Those are the ones that put you away, bro. You know that, right? Is it not the shots that you don't see, the ones that put you away? Or is it the ones that you see when a guy throwing a huge shot and you just got to brace for it or roll with it? Or is it the ones that you don't see from the little guys? You know the little guys, they punches. You don't always see their punches coming, right? Those are the shots that hurt you, bro. The ones you don't see. And you remember what Crawford said in his recent Ring Magazine interview? They said, talk about your knockouts. They said, what the interviewer say? Was it the Ring Magazine or was it the WBO? You know what interview I'm talking about?
The recent one?
It was like maybe like 2 months ago. It was like a WBO interview, right? I think it was the WBO. Right? You listening?
Uh-huh.
And they said, talk about your knockout. What was your favorite knockout punch? Yeah, this is how the conversation went. This was a great conversation. It was like, what was your favorite knockout punch? You know what Crawford said? He said, to be honest, all my knockouts, I didn't think I was gonna knock them out with those punches. You heard me?
Uh-huh.
He said, the shot that I hit those guys with, I didn't think that was the one that was gonna put them away. And I'm like, damn. So which one do you think you was gonna put them away with if it wasn't that one? Yo, this girl's texting me already, bro. You see what I'm saying? She just texted me just now, bro. You see why I don't come on live?
Uh-huh.
She just texted me. She probably just woke up and texted me just now, Brody. Shit crazy. This is why I don't be on live like that, because of her. But she texted me on my other phone and hopefully not. She better not call because you're going to mess up the live.
Just don't be on here for too long. Maybe 20 more minutes, 15 more minutes.
I'm about to text her and tell her I'm on live because if I don't, she going to start calling me, bro. She be fucking me up because you know I do the stock market.
Uh-huh.
Bro, I don't text this girl for 2 minutes. This girl starts blowing my shit up, bro. Bro, I lied to you not. She's a fast texter. Like, you'll text, bro. If you were talking to a girl that texts fast, you won't get nothing done, bro. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
If you talking to a girl that texts fast, you won't get nothing done because she's not really doing nothing. All she do is on her phone, texting back fast and shit. Bro, it's like she knows what I'm about to say before I even say it. I text this girl. I see like 5 texts already coming back. I'm like, yo, come on, I didn't even reply to the first one. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Like, give the conversation some substance. Like, you can't be that excited to text somebody. Like, I understand we talk, but you can't be that excited to text me to the point that you can't even let an hour go by without even texting me. Like 30 minutes. I'm okay with 30 minutes going by. As long as not 2 hours, you texting me back every 2 hours. But to text me back less than a minute, like my fingers got to be glued to my phone. I won't get nothing done.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, bro. I don't understand these females. They got that much time to just be texting that fast. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
But what was we talking about? She distracted me.
Knockout punch that Bud didn't expect.
Yeah, bro, that's what I was saying, bro. You gotta go watch that. You gotta go watch that interview, right? Bud Crawford himself said, "Listen, because they asked him what was your favorite knockout punch." He said, "I don't even know if I have one because my knockouts, I didn't expect those guys to get KO from those shots because you know how sometimes you be already saying sparring and you see a clean shot and you crack a guy, right? And you be like,
Uh-huh.
yo, yeah, that was a clean jump. Like I really cracked him with that one, and I wanted to hit him clean because I saw the shot and I took it, and I hit him with and I hit him with everything. I've had some real clean shots like that in sparring where, like, I knew what a guy was gonna do. Like, say I knew you was gonna throw a jab, all I had to do was slip to the left or slip to the right and just counter you, and I would hit you real clean, hard as shit. And I've done that in sparring to the point where I'll be like, yo, I really set that up real nice. But Crawford, he said, even though he's hit guys clean, but he didn't feel like that was his hardest punch. So I'm like, if you don't think that's your hardest punch, then what the freak is your hardest punch? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what he said, though. Who am I to argue with the man?
No, I'm not sure. Shit.
Yeah, bro. That's what he said. But like I said, he's the best at hitting you with punches you don't see. Now, me personally, as a boxing fan and really try to follow the sport and really analyze these fights, bro. Well, and as a betting man, would I bet Crawford to knock out Canelo? No, but will I rule it out? No.
It is boxing.
I'm saying it's possible. Like, you gotta understand nothing is impossible in boxing. Because at the end of the day, any punch can change a fight. You know that, right? It just
Jaime
takes
Munguia against a four knockout
Yeah, you see that? Did we
boxer.
expect that bullshit?
No.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
He dropped the guy too in
What
like the
about
early
Tank? What
rounds.
about we didn't expect that.
Again, what?
We didn't expect that. We
Expect
thought
what?
Teo was gonna smoke buddy.
Oh, Cambosis? Yeah, nah, that was disappointing.
Yeah, that was one of the shocker of the year, bro. That shit was crazy.
Uh-huh.
I
I
mean,
agree.
Dubois versus Joshua too was a little. I mean, some people can make an argument they had Dubois winning, but
I didn't, to tell you the truth, but like I was really
I
shocked.
didn't see it in that fashion, right?
I thought AJ was gonna give him a boxing lesson and knock him out later,
Yeah, that's what I'm
but it
saying. I
ended up
didn't
going
see
a
it
different
in
way.
that the fashion of it's not that he won, it's the fashion how he won.
Uh-huh.
He embarrassed AJ, which was
He
crazy. Like
bulldozed
that
right
was
through
an
him, bro.
embarrassment.
Yeah.
He had him rolling all over the ring, bro.
Uh-huh. He really did.
Oh yeah, Crawford Canelo X Earl Spence punches he didn't see. Jamal Neasy said, "You still on lock, shaking my damn head." Hey yo, that's crazy.
Who's
But
still
yeah,
on
yeah.
lockdown?
I'm gonna get back to this conversation. Is there something else you wanted to speak on?
Let's speak on April 12th, bro.
Uh, what's going on April 12th? I forgot,
Bro,
buddy.
you're in Philly. You know what's going on April 12th. Let's talk about it. Oh,
What's
let me
going
get.
on? Tell me.
Let me get a mean in this bitch. Hold on.
Where is he?
I'm gonna message him right now. Hopefully he doesn't have a live going on right now. No, he doesn't. Perfect. So he should see that and he should be on.
Hold on. What do you mean he doesn't have a live going on?
He does lives on he does spaces on X and he's really getting big. Like
Oh,
he's
is
doing
he?
good for himself. Yeah, man. He
Oh,
has
wow.
like connections with boxers now.
Yeah, listen, I told him he needed to start his own jump.
And he did. He's just on spaces.
Yo, that's awesome.
Good
I need to
stuff.
check out his stuff. Cause I
You
like
need to get
listening
on
to
the
him
X.
talk.
Yo, you need to get on the live, bro. You need to get on the spaces. You need to be on X spaces. You
Yeah, I
should
need to
move
get
your
on
stuff to
ASAP.
X. If you start moving your stuff to X, you'll get. It's so much easier to do than YouTube. It's just an easy start and then an easy stop.
Yeah,
You
but
can
they don't pay like YouTube.
That's something you have to pay for premium. Like it's $10 a month, $15 a month.
They still don't pay, bro. I know all
You
the
have
breakdown. I know all the breakdown. YouTube is
you
the
have to start
highest pay.
posting. Yeah.
YouTube is the highest paying out of all of these apps. That's all of these streaming apps. Maybe Twitch.
He should be up soon, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Yo, what is Neezy talking about? He talking shit. But yeah, so April 12th. Talk about the fight you're talking about, April 12th. What's going on April 12th, buddy?
Ennis will be fighting.
Ennis. Who is he? What city is he from? And who is he fighting exactly?
Bro, this is not the first time we talked about Jerron. Get out of here.
No, I said, who is he? What city is he fighting out of?
This is not an interview. Okay, whatever. I'll oblige you. He is from your city, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In America, he's American's IBF welterweight champion of the world. He's about to relinquish his email status and become a unified welterweight champion of the world. He's gonna have the Ring Magazine, the WBA, and the IBF championship. Now, the good thing about this fight is he will no longer have a weight clause or rehydration clause with the IBF because Canelo abolished that back in the day when he was defending the belts against Danny Jacobs, I believe it was. And the IBF had the 10-pound rehydration clause, even though he was unified, so he abolished that. So that way, Boots doesn't have to have a 10-pound rehydration clause right the day of the fight. So he can just rehydrate healthy. So he's going to feel big again. Who's this?
You said what? Ain't that Neezy?
Oh my God.
Yo, morning. What's up?
This guy. Yeah.
You saying, oh my God, this guy. Yo, what up, bro? I here for you in a long time, Canadian guy.
Canadian
Neezy,
guy?
what's
You
going
still love
on,
boots,
man?
huh? You still love boots, huh?
Yeah, he's still riding
What
for
up,
Boots.
puppies?
He's still riding for Boots
He's
after
still,
all of these years.
he's still
Well,
riding with boots, huh?
So what?
not too many years because we literally just found out about
15.
Neezy. Not too many years because we literally just found out about Boots like this year for real, for real.
Yeah, he
Oh,
just
stop.
came out in December, yo.
Yeah,
Right,
sure.
right, nerd.
Yeah, for sure.
We just found out about
He
guys.
just came out in December. He started talking about Crawford, and then all of a sudden, he got beat up by Kukachan. But, Kukachan got robbed. Cameron
You think
got
Karen won
robbed
that fight?
twice.
You won both fights.
Legitimately, Boots won.
On paper, Boots won, but we know who the real
On
winner
paper,
was.
Boots won, man.
On paper, they gave it to Boots, but we know who won the fight.
Exactly.
Right, nerd?
He got any dispute on that?
Nerd.
No.
So, nerd, you really think Boots won those fights?
He gonna
There
support
you
him
go.
all the way to
We
the
know
end,
that's
man.
your guy, but come on, bro, be real.
You be real. Like, what are you even
What do
talking
you
about?
mean you be real? You really think Boots won, bro?
Yeah, bro.
How did he win, though?
Yo, matter
The
of fact,
second fight, the second fight was closer.
Both fights, bro.
matter of fact, I don't hear you screaming the noise of Boots and Crawford anymore after these Kukachan victories.
Those fights humbled them, that's why.
I
Yeah,
always said
exactly.
Bud. I always said Bud wins. I always said Bud wins. I just thought
You
it was
just
gonna
wanted
be
to see it,
a good fight. I just wanted to see it.
just maybe, with some hope of Boots getting the
What?
upset.
No.
Is it?
Neezy, where the hell you been, bro? You
I've been working,
disappeared,
man.
Neezy. Neezy, you disappeared, man. You ain't been on the live. You said working?
You say you don't know that person?
Oh, he at work.
Okay.
Yeah. His
Yeah, I've been
accent
working,
change up
man.
when he's
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what's
like I
up,
said.
man.
He's been working.
you check this?
Neezy making all the money, man.
Hold
So
on,
he's
bro.
working. I'm at work
He,
too. Shit.
Look at that.
Neezy, wait, he making all the money and not sending no super chats.
Yeah, bro. I ain't sending you nothing no more, bro.
Yo, don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
Yo, you gotta work to get some super chats. I
I've
don't
been
be seeing you up here.
Neezy, I've been
You up
putting in
for
work, Neezy. I've been
you've
putting
been
in
putting
work,
out you've been
Neezy.
putting in work on your girl. So every time you be on, she chatting, sending you texts, and you can't even get online anymore, man.
Oh, come
You letting
on,
this
bro.
girl run your life.
Yeah, you're right. I need to put my foot down, right, bro? Oh
You
yeah,
gotta
Neezy.
focus, man.
Neezy, matter of
You're not a virgin. You're not a virgin
Neezy,
no more, man. You gotta put in work
Neezy,
to get the money.
Neezy is a different girl. It's not the same one, but it's
Well,
the same.
you pick like the same ones.
He says the same situation.
Yeah, you picking the same ones, man.
Yeah, I'm going like the same mentality, bro. I haven't met one that was like, "Yo, babe, get your money or handle your business."
She busybody on you. Is she gonna be busybody on you? All right, tell her to cook some food, man. Clean up your
Yeah.
area because you're making work. You working, right? You're making this paper at home.
Uh-huh.
She supposed to be cleaning up the desk around you, man.
No bullshit. Yeah.
Keep finding
Yeah.
these modern chicks, man. You're gonna get modern behavior, and then
Yeah.
you won't be able to make your bed.
That's what's going on right now, bro.
So that's why I can't give you no super chats, man.
All right. I'm gonna put my foot down, all right? You
You
heard
Don't
me?
gonna
do
put your
that.
foot down.
Yo, you heard
Don't do
nerd?
that.
Nerd trying
Don't
to
do that.
convince me not to do that.
You and Neezy are two different people, bro. Don't do that.
Yo, what you mean, bro? I gotta do that.
All right, your funeral, Neezy. You shouldn't be encouraging him to do that kind of stuff, bro.
Don't encourage him to take lead and control of the relationship.
Yeah, because he's not able to do that. It's not in his genes.
Oh,
No, I'm playing. I'm
No,
playing, man.
nerd.
I'm
Neezy,
playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Neezy just put me on, bro. I gotta put nerd. We both gotta put our feet down. Let
Both
these
of us.
yeah.
What do you mean,
Listen,
both of
man.
us?
women,
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm
let these
trying to
women
say.
know.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
outnumber
we're not
us.
doing
They
no damn
outnumber
revolution.
us. They outnumber us on the planet, man. So
Neezy, call your not Neezy. Nerd, call your girl right now and tell her stop not giving you enough time to get your hustle on.
She
You
gives me
think
plenty
you
of time.
think you think you think Boot's gonna answer the phone? I don't think Boot's gonna answer the phone, bro.
Hey, yo,
Don't
you shout
disrespect me,
out,
bro.
bro.
Don't disrespect me, bro. Don't disrespect me. You
I
wild.
Hey,
retract that statement, man.
I'm not
I
gonna lie.
retract that statement.
I did miss you guys. I'm not gonna lie. You guys are cool. I did miss you guys.
That's
All the
cool, man.
trolling and back and forth.
Yeah, it was
It's been a
fun, man.
while.
I tell. You know why you met? The problem is, mission was completed, man. Crawford beat the hell out of not only Spence, but beat up all the fans. He beat up all the conversations. He stopped a lot of things that put everybody at ease, man. So
Yeah,
nobody had
we
been
all,
talking like
bro.
that.
We all had an
That's true.
happy ending, bro. Like we had
Yeah,
a
I kid you not,
barbecue.
bro.
We had a feast. We ate
Bro, here,
good, yo. That was a big ass fish he caught.
he damn
yeah,
sure
big.
did.
You made him look like a freaking small ass fish. What the hell? Made him
You
look
say he
small as
made him
shit,
look like
bro.
Beat the hell out of her, man. And that was the problem, man. So
And it's
now
not that he did it, Neezy. It's the
It's the
fashion how he
way.
did it.
It's the
the
way he did it,
fashion
man.
Bro, it made us even more proud of everything we've been saying.
been saying, yeah.
I was there. I was right there with you guys, man. I was telling everybody that Spence was gonna lose. I didn't know he was gonna lose like that, but I know he's gonna lose. He's gonna get stopped. He's just too
Uh,
stationary.
yo, I
You,
mean, what's up,
Yo,
bro? Boxing nerd motivated me this morning to get me
what's
on
up?
here, bro.
Yo, that man, as soon
He,
as you went live,
he
he sent
called
me the
me and
link.
gave me a nice little talk and got me a little hype this morning.
Yo, hey man, as soon as you went live, he sent me the link. Yo, Easy Riders live. Join.
What's going on? I heard you been doing your thing too though on Spaces. I gotta check you out.
For sure, man. Hey man, we had a lot of people on my spaces, man.
Yeah, yo, send me the link on WhatsApp. I'ma definitely check you out, bro.
nah, I
For
mean, talk
sure.
your shit. You're being too humble. Talk your shit. Who you have on those lives?
I
Talk
mean,
your shit, bro.
for example, like
Okay,
two
we
weeks.
listening. We listening.
For example, like 2 weeks ago, we
Uh
had
huh.
I had one of my best spaces, man. Like we had a long ass space. At one time, Oshaki Foster manager came in. You feel me?
Oh
And
wow, that's big.
yeah, and he was talking about how Navarrete got an offer and he ducked.
Oh
Um,
yeah, that's respectable. Navarrete don't want to fight him.
Navarrete don't want to fight him, but now we're talking about how him and Stephen Fulton might fight, and that's gonna be a fire ass fight.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. But
and
Fulton's gonna
also
beat him. Fulton's gonna beat him though.
that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight, to be honest. I fuck with Fulton, and I fuck with Foster, so I ain't picking nobody in that one.
I
Um,
I I, I got Fulton beating him.
well, that's your man's. That's your man's from your city. Of course, you
You
got to
said
pick him.
that's
That's the
your
only.
man for your city. Come
Nah, that's
on,
the thing.
bro.
He doesn't even. He's gonna big up Boots. Boots is from the city too. Boots is from the city too.
Yeah, but the difference is though, Boots was on some bullshit when it came to Buzz, so you can't respect that. You feel me? That's
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
same thing,
Here we go.
right? But
That's the
we
difference.
also
That's the
Yo,
difference,
those are the
man.
facts, though, man. Those are the
Fair.
yeah,
facts.
easy
All right.
route. And after that, we actually had a director of the PBC in my space.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kenneth Buhari. Yeah, he was a cool dude. He was talking about PBC and shit like that.
Hey,
And yeah,
yo,
bro.
keep at it though, bro. I'm liking it.
We also had Madrimov's coaching there and Najee.
Wow.
It was a cool ass space, fam. Najee came in and showed love. Yeah.
Yo, I'm liking it. You know, anything boxing, especially people that I believe know boxing, like you're very knowledgeable on the sport. I'm all for it, bro. I don't like those people that just come in the sport and just try to take advantage of the sport and not really speak on the sport as a whole and just, show favoritism. You're not one of those guys. So I like that, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. I hope you really blow up, bro. I
I
really mean that.
appreciate it, fam. I appreciate it, fam. Thank you, man. You already
But
know I
yo,
fuck with you.
those are big names that you're naming though. Big those are people that are making noise in the sport, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's love, bro. I'm glad to hear that, and I hope
Man, hey, you know
you
what's
keep
funny?
making them power
Hey,
moves.
you know what's funny, man? Just a couple days ago, I was this close. I was this close to have Stephen Fulton on my space, man. I was close as fuck.
Oh, you was talking to him in the DMs?
Now he had a tweet and he asked, who should I do a space with? And it was basically me or the other guy, and I knew it was probably going to be the other guy because he's more known to me, he has better connections to me. But
Oh man,
it was super close though because a lot of people DM'd him and tagged me and said, "Yo, go to his space, go to his space." It was cool though. I still was able to talk to Stephen Fulton. That was cool ass dude. And yeah, we might get him on the next one.
that's awesome, bro. I like that.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. And you know what's crazy? I never built. I grew up with Stephen Fulton at James Schuler's boxing gym. It's on 43rd in Brooklyn in West Philly, right? His picture is
Mhm.
all over the gym because he was winning all the awards as a kid, winning Golden Gloves,
So,
national
so he was.
championships.
So at first he was at your gym, at James Schuler's gym.
Yeah, he was at my gym, bro. His picture's all over the wall.
Oh, that's fire, man.
Yeah, so I started at that gym in 2015. So I grew up with him, but honestly, he always stayed to himself. Like he only talked to people he knew. Like, I mean, he knew me, but like we wasn't like cool. Like we never really talked. I always knew he was gonna be something, but I never knew he was gonna be big time, like on big time stage. You know how you around people, but you don't know for sure if you really want to see them on TV, but you know they're really good.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
But he was able to translate that and really, like he really, cause no, but bro, he was focused. He's one guy. Let me tell you, if I picked up anything from Stephen Fulton being at James Schuler, he was one guy that I know never missed a day, bro. Never missed a day. We used to go to the gym 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday, bro. Never because the gym's closed on Sunday. So he
Hmm.
never missed a day, bro. And he came on time every day, never late.
Yeah, yeah. He said the same thing in the Twitter space because where he was talking about how his relationship with Boots is always cool because they both gym rats and they always push each other to go to the gym,
That
right?
that's why, yeah, bro. That's why they're cool because yo, Fulton is that boy was locked in, bro. He was at the gym every single day. Rain, sleet, snow. He's there, bro. I was like, wow, this dude really love boxing.
Yeah, man. He fucked with it, huh?
Yeah, yeah, he was locked in, bro. He knew what he wanted out of life, and I respect that from him. But me and him never was like really cool like that, though. It was just on some cordial stuff. You hear me?
Yeah, of course, right? Normal.
But if we was cool, I probably would have had him on the show, though. I probably would have reached out to him, but we not cool like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me and Amina actually watched the Figueroa fight yesterday, bro.
Yeah, me and Boxing just rewatched the rematch yesterday. Man, I'm not gonna
Bro,
lie,
man.
bro.
I
Fulton was
made money on that fight. I'm like, why would they and I knew how the fight was going to be an upset because the odds was too close, bro. Why would why would y'all make that man the underdog if he already beat this man? Because he lost to a new way? Don't
And
styles
got
make
dropped in his previous
don't
fight and
styles make
everything.
fights?
Of course. He beat him even better this time. He beat him much better this time.
yeah, bro.
Much convincingly.
Yeah, it was no
I
doubt. It was no
me
doubt.
and Boxing kept saying, bro, hey, that left hook and that counter right hand was there all night, fam. Like
Yeah.
that dude,
And the
he was
body work.
on
The
him,
body
bro.
work is impressive too. Like the body work was
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Like he did
He,
everything right, bro. Everything.
Bro, the thing about
and he came with the
Figueroa is,
genie shirts and the butters. You feel me? Like
Yeah, man.
like
Like,
real
bro,
East Coast shit, fam.
no, yeah, that was nice. The Butters and the James George. Yo, the thing about Figueroa, like a lot of pressure fighter, bro, they don't know how to adjust, bro. That's the only thing they know. Forward, forward, forward. Pressure, pressure, pressure. It's like
Any other style.
it's like they're robots, bro. I
Hmm.
don't want to be a robot when I'm boxing. I need to think.
Yeah, I know for sure.
You
And
gotta be able to think in there, bro.
it was getting bad to a point where like it was all arm punches from Figueroa at one point. Like I was looking at him, I was just like, yo, I would be mad if the ref ever stopped it because like he was just getting beat on. Like it was bad.
Yeah, it was
It
bad.
was like it was almost like he was out of body experience where he was just going through the motion. Like it was all muscle memory. Like he wasn't really there. Like he was getting punched on, bro. It was
Yo,
bad.
you know what's crazy about that too? Going into that fight, people was arguing with me saying Fulton's gonna get knocked out because he got dropped in his last fight. I said, bro, that's not how boxing works. Just because one person dropped you, don't be another person's gonna do the same thing, bro. And it's
Yeah, that's not how
still
boxing works.
they was going back and forth with me saying, no, he's getting knocked out. Figueroa's gonna knock him out because Figueroa, he's not cutting a lot of weight no more, so he's gonna be punching harder and stronger. I'm like, yeah, right.
A bunch of casuals, bro. Nowadays in boxing, it's nasty.
Yeah, bro, it's funny. I think
Like,
all these new guys, they're probably just Jake Paul fans thinking they know boxing.
trust me, bro.
Bro, you know they was disappointed that Jake Paul and Canelo didn't happen.
What?
Yeah, that's
Bro,
some dickheads, bro.
they was so mad. Everybody was like, yo, I'm getting my ticket for Jake Paul and Canelo. And then when they heard Crawford versus Canelo, like, oh, he's fighting Crawford. They was like, we wanted to see Jake Paul get knocked out. Like, shut up, bro. That's not boxing.
Jake Paul could be next.
Yeah, after Crawford whoops him, he could go
Oh my.
cash out with Jake. King Asia, salute.
Salute. Salute.
King
What's
Asia,
up,
where you
boss?
been, man? You been missing,
Chilling,
man.
bro. How
You
you
been
doing?
hiding.
Nah, I ain't been hiding. You know, I got a life to live, you know.
I'm playing. I'm trolling you. I'm the one that's been missing.
Right.
I just wanted to get your response.
I was waiting on you to go live again. You heard Crawford's latest response on Pacquiao, right? They was asking him, do he deserve to be in the all-time great?
Yeah, we all should really speak on that. What's your opinion on that?
I mean, see, y'all gave me flack to my, oh man, you're a Bud hater and all that. Hey, you got the receipts. You got the
Right.
receipts. You know that we were just talking about one particular fight. I never said
Yeah,
that
that
dude.
you only went against him for one fight,
Which
Right.
part was that?
the Spence fight.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was a huge. He was rocking with Spence, and I like. You see, that's the thing about people, right? I respect people like King Asia Math because a guy can tell you who he's rocking with and be loyal to that fighter, and then after the fight, give the other guy credit. Like
Yeah. I came,
it's
paid
that
my
simple.
bets, and I came on. I hadn't even went to a pro Spence fight almost like about 6 months after that fight
Right.
because they would seem like, oh, you know, I jumped off the bandwagon or whatever, and I'm like, y'all showing y'all true colors. I still rock with Spence.
You know they're still miserable and depressed about that fight now. To
Oh
this
yeah,
Okay,
day.
yeah.
On
yeah,
Twitter.
yeah,
Complaining.
Every
yeah,
day, bro.
right. But that's them. You know, I ain't cut from that cloth. I rock with Spence because, you know, what I saw in him at that moment, and still had my reservations. Really, up until the walk in. And when you know, everybody remember that infamous when the camera zoomed in on right before the walk in. I said, and looked at how he was looking. I was like, oh,
He looked
yeah,
nervous.
I said, we in trouble.
He said we in
but
trouble.
but
I'm
but
like,
I
yo.
couldn't jump off there. I was like, hey man, you only need one punch now. Go in there and get that. You know. But back to what we were saying with Pacquiao. We all know how
Uh-huh.
that story ended.
What's
Uh
your I'll tell you mine, but I want to hear yours on it.
oh, definitely go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you said you tell me yours. I mean, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
honestly, I mean, everything Bud said, I agree with it. But at the end of the day, even though Bud is telling the truth, but there's majority of boxing fans that's gonna give Pacquiao credit no matter what. Even if we all could say, well, majority of hardcore boxing fans could say, because we know casuals run the sport of boxing, because they're the one that really spend for real, because they be wanting to see, they hate a fighter so bad they want to pay to see the guy lose. So majority of casuals run the sport. So for example, the Pacquiao situation. So we could say, yo, we think Pacquiao was on PEDs or whatever the situation was. But if somebody really like Pacquiao, they're gonna deny it. They're like, he never got caught, he never tested positive. Y'all, these are allegations. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but as long as he never tested positive, he's a clean fighter. Even if the signs were there, people are gonna say he's a clean fighter because they're that much of a fan. They're gonna say that. But then again, if we come back to reality and we really just look at it, it kind of is allegations, even though it's suspicious. All we can really say is suspicious. You understand what I'm saying? It is kind of suspicious because Floyd said he wanted the drug, he wanted the blood
Blood test.
test or whatever, and once Pacquiao got it, everybody believed Pacquiao wasn't the same after the blood test or whatever, the Olympic style blood testing, right? Everybody believed Pacquiao wasn't getting those vicious knockout like he was before or whatever the situation.
Well,
He did.
not mean to interrupt your dialogue. You keep saying believe. The proof is in the pudding. We talking facts. He wasn't getting any more knockouts after that.
I mean, he did get one though. He got Lucas
Okay,
McKee.
okay, all right, but it wasn't at the rate of once before. That's what I'm saying. That's still
Right.
evidential.
Yeah, so I mean, some people say, but then some people can make a case like this, say, hey, he didn't get that knockout because we gotta realize he probably tapped out at his maximum weight class. So now he's in a weight class where he can't really hurt these bigger guys. You know, that's what some people will say because they say you can keep moving up until you reach your max, and they feel like 147 was his max, where he's fighting these bigger guys and it's hard for him to KO these guys. So that's their excuse on why the knockout stopped coming. But then again, at what weight did he fight Oscar De La Hoya? Because he stopped Oscar, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he showed
And
it.
then
Well,
they get
it was in the he didn't come out, so still it counted as a KO.
right.
He didn't do him like Ricky Hatton.
Exactly, yup. The Ricky Hatton one was crazy.
But
Yeah,
hold on, hey, what weight class was that fight though at? Let's get to La Hoya.
those
I
was
think
140. No. Go ahead.
it might have been a catchweight, wasn't it? Like
Yeah,
150
Yeah,
or something.
exactly. It been a catch weight. It was 140, 145. Catch weight.
Okay, yeah, I think it was a catchweight.
Even though I think at the time Oscar De La Hoya was fighting at 154.
exactly. And look
Yeah,
how
he
far
was.
down he had to come down.
Remember, like this was the thing that Manny Pacquiao did. For some reason, people in
And
this, for some, I don't know why people always say, "Oh, uh, like the tank learned from Floyd how to do this at catchweights." When it was actually Manny Pacquiao doing it most of the times. Like also even with the Cotto fight, he did was a catchweight with that fight too.
exactly,
Really?
he had to go down to one. Yeah, that was a
Yo, that's
catchweight fight.
crazy because you know what's crazy about that? Because people never speak on that.
No, I do. It's just other people don't. I just let people run
They
on, but no.
always want to talk about Floyd catchweight shit. They never speak on nobody else. That's
But my take
crazy.
on it, if you was finished with your take on it, I'll elaborate on what I feel about it. I feel Bud said everything right, but this would have been the checkmate on it. All that he said as far as the PED allegations, all that was cool. I said, you know what? I'm Crawford speaking. You know why I wouldn't put Manny Pacquiao in the all-time greats?
Why?
Because he ducked me.
Yeah, I think you should have said that.
He definitely should have said, oh, he would have had them infuriated. And it wasn't nothing they could say because he had been campaigning for that fight. Even before the Spence talk and all that, he
Yeah,
been
that was
campaigning.
supposed to be his. That was supposed to be his big fight.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why him specifically, Crawford, can't put Pacquiao in the all-time great. You was too afraid to get in the ring with him because now you had to go through the same. What he did it for Floyd because he knew the money was there. If the
Right.
money probably was been there for Crawford, it's 50-50. He would have got in there and got KO'd. Crawford wasn't gonna show him no mercy.
No,
You
no,
know.
he's gonna try to knock his ass out.
Oh, Crawford would have did him like Marquez.
Most likely.
Probably worse.
Yeah. I thought Pacquiao was gonna try to get his belt back after Crawford beat what's his name? After Crawford beat Jeff Horn, but Pacquiao said,
Right. He was so I'm not mad at Crawford for not putting him in the all-time great list.
I mean, a lot of people said they would do something until Bub came in the way. So it is what it is, man.
Hold on, say that again.
I mean, a lot of people changed their mind. Like a lot of people said they would do something and change their mind when Bud happened to stay in the way. It is what it
Yep.
is. It happens a lot of times.
They
Like,
would do something to Bud
no, they
if
would say something, right? For example, like Manny Pacquiao, oh, he wants the belt back, but then when Bud has the belt, it's a no. Or like with Earl Spence, he wanted to unify with Jeff Horn, who was a top ranked fighter. But then when Bud had the belt, oh no, I had to clean my side of the street. Like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, even with Keith Thurman, oh, I would give him respect and be impressed if he fights like a guy like Amir Khan. He beats the shit out of Amir Khan. I'm still not interested, not impressed. Okay then, like,
man, I think it was only one guy that was really willing to, equally step in the ring with Crawford, and that was Spence. Regardless of all the chatter that was going on leading up to the fight, that was just promoting and selling the fight. I don't think Crawford was scared of Spence, and I definitely don't feel Spence was scared of Crawford. Spence had his route mapped out. Like, it's easy to get these fights, and I'm finna fuck these cats up. Just stay patient. I'm coming for you. But all them other guys, no, they literally ducked them.
mm-hmm.
Yes,
Man, I'm
sir.
not gonna lie, that Keith Thurman shit made me mad the most, to be honest, looking
Yeah,
back at it.
yeah, he
Cause
ducked. He ducked Crawford and Spence.
exactly, this is why I keep saying like we need to be on Keith Thurman's ass because that man literally robbed us of one of the greatest welterweight eras of all time. Like we could have imagine Keith Thurman, Bud and Earl Spence would have fought each other in 2019, 2020.
You got to do your research. I mean, add a couple of years on to that. That's when Keith Thurman was trying to get the Floyd fight. And Floyd say, "Okay, you want my fight? Go ahead and fight Spence. Whoever
Oh
come
yeah,
out of
I
there,
remember that.
ding,
He
ding,
said,
ding,
yeah, he said, I'll fight you. He said, I'll relinquish my belt so you and Spence can fight for it.
and I'll fight the winner."
Yeah, that was old. I remember that one too. But remember when Keith Thurman was asking Floyd to pay for Floyd to pay Keith Thurman $10 million out of his own money? Remember that?
I mean, he
That's
to pay him to lose. He wasn't going to beat Spence at that time. Spence wasn't. I don't know if he was drinking at that time, but it wasn't having that effect that. And I'm not giving Spence no excuse. This ain't what this about. This is just the facts. Spence was the raw dog then, and he knew he had no win in that fight. He was just looking for a payday anyway. That's why he wanted the Floyd fight. I don't think he really felt that he could beat Floyd. He barely got past Garcia. He barely got past Porter. Come on, man. I give him that credit. He won the fight, but dude, if you barely made it past these cats, now you going to a whole nother level. No, dog, your skills ain't improving that much. And you said 2019, those fights were supposed to have taken place 2017. Trust me, go do all the research, Google, Bing, or whatever. You'll see
no.
the facts is there. Those fights were supposed to went on in 2017. and
But
he
I
ducked
was
and
just
ducked.
saying, imagine
No,
if they would
oh
have
yeah,
did
no,
that.
but no, you on point. The only reason why I added that in is because it was even before that. It was a couple of years even before. No, that was prime time for them to fight. You right, but we even giving him a couple of years grace. Okay, let's fight in 2019. Still didn't happen. So yeah, he fucked that up and shit. And then got in there with Pacquiao. Well, he got the Pacquiao fight and still couldn't do shit. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Pacquiao fight was embarrassing.
what he got dropped in the first round or something like that, first second round.
I forgot what round, but he definitely did
It
get
was
dropped.
Yeah, it was early. It was early. The fight was pretty much over after that. He wasn't trying to fight. He was just stand on the back foot. Just I'ma survive. You know. So
Yeah, it's like almost he couldn't believe he got dropped. That's the crazy part about it. Like,
he couldn't believe he got dropped.
yeah, like, cause he like, I'm fighting this old man. He just did this to me.
Thurman really
He
was.
under.
I mean,
What I'm
he
saying
was.
is he underestimated Pac.
Oh yeah, yeah. He underestimated him, but he wasn't that. I mean, he was good. I don't want to make it like the dude wasn't shit, but he
Right.
wasn't. We talking about it's levels to this. If we going like 1 to 10, he probably at 6, 7, 8.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't like that dude. We talking that dude is Crawford, Spence, Mayweather, and then a few other, check the boxes. You can put Pacquiao in there, but Pacquiao was scared of Crawford, and he was glad that they didn't clear Spence to go because Spence was gonna knock his head off. He was glad when they
Yeah,
said
yeah.
no.
I think Spence was going to do him dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Spence was going to get him.
Yeah. Where the
So he
boxing there go?
he
Why you
died. He
going?
dodged the bullet with Spence.
Oh yeah. No, the only person that was gonna beat Spence is the person that beat him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think anybody at welterweight was beating Spence, man. I even had at one point I had Spence beating Ennis too.
Oh yeah, earlier on before the lifestyle caught up with
Yeah,
him.
all the
Yeah,
drinking caught up to him.
yeah.
I had him being Jerome.
But he did that to himself, so I can't take that away. You did that too. I can't show you that mercy. You know what I'm saying? You don't play boxing. You want to play
Oh
something? Go
yeah, you
play
don't play
baseball.
boxing. But the fact that he acknowledged what he did and willing to take accountability, it shows he want change. So if he can, I would like to see him have a second career where he comes back and he gets a few wins, become a champion again before he rides off into the sunset.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but I think he paying it forward with the up and coming boxer saying, "Hey, learn from me. Look at my mistake." You know what I'm saying? Look
Right.
how he didn't really fumble the ball as far as his career goes. Is he a Hall of Famer? That's debatable. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna put him there, but he definitely was the boogeyman until the boogeyman, the other boogeyman, the boogeyman Slayer showed up, and
Right.
because look at the people, the amount of people that was ducking Porter didn't even want to fight him. He said, dude, I already got you mapped in. You know what I'm saying? I need that belt. He was making excuses after excuses after excuses. Well, the timing got to be right and all that. Okay. And Porter put up a cool little fight, but once again, that was like a 50% Spence now. You know, he out there hanging with Yellow Beezy and, the whole crew, most 3 men going through shit, Charlos. So,
Yeah.
just kicking it up, letting this challenge go to waste.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So is Bud gonna do a tune up because I see Canelo is fighting in May in about a month and 4 weeks from now.
Honestly, he should do a tune up for real. But I don't think he is.
You don't think he should?
I
Because
said
they
honestly he should, but I don't
oh
think he is.
Oh, you don't think he is? Okay.
Yeah,
Who would be a candidate for a tune-up? It doesn't matter.
I think he should get somebody at 68 for real, for real.
Hmm, that's interesting.
If he's gonna fight at 68, he should fight somebody at 68. Get acquainted to the weight class.
Yeah, I think he already acclimated. Probably not in the real time fight, but just in as far as training goes. I'd do a tune up at 160.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do a tune up at 160 just to get seriously acclimated. Canelo, I think there is going to be a need for mobility. I wouldn't want Crawford to get in there and be in like a phone booth type fight with him.
Hmm.
I got Crawford all day. I'm just saying you don't want to give Canelo any type of advantages. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
know
No.
he
No
he's
doubt.
he's historically had problem with mobile fighters, as we all know. It's well documented. So you don't want to get in there and got lead feet.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For sure.
But is you gonna? Well, we got to see if he gonna get past it. What if old boy? It's a cherry pick gone wrong. What's his name? No, Cole. What's the dude name he about to fight?
Uh, William Skull.
Skull. I knew it was something with a. What if there's a cherry pick gone wrong? So do you think the fight would be
It's,
off?
I hope not, man. It's gonna take credit from Bud if it is. If
Why?
it,
How? I thought Canelo legacy was cemented.
yeah, but losing to a guy like this, it's crazy. It's gonna
He's
take
coming
some.
off
It's
a
gonna take
loss.
some credit from Bud.
Yeah, it would. What now that you think about it like that? Like, well, when you supposed to lose to Crawford, you lost to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll diminish it a little bit, but I definitely I'm looking forward. I got that fight capped in, so I'm
Hmm.
hopefully I think Canelo gonna look good just to add intrigue to the fight, to add to the build up.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope he knock old boy out. So everybody be like, oh, Canelo's gonna knock out Crawford. See what he
Okay,
just
and then
did to William Skull.
yeah,
Make the fight more interesting.
hmm and then the campaign begins. So you know what side of the street I'm on this time. So we got it. We're gonna have to build it up.
Ah,
Now you got a for real champion on your team, you know, and welcome all the Alvarez, supporters. Let them come over here. Don't kick them off like how y'all used to do me. Now let them
oh,
come on
come
get
on, man.
they. Hold up, what you mean? Y'all used to kick me up off of her, man. Stop it.
Yeah.
But salute to y'all. Just like y'all said, I came around. Y'all came around. We all good. But
Hmm.
no, I want them to come over here, and your channel gonna be popping, dude. But they gonna be coming like, they gonna be
They've been
coming in
coming,
droves.
but the thing about them is they come on like they don't come on boxing thing. They say racist stuff.
Oh, that is kind of like a
That's the only problem I don't like about them. Like, let's
yeah,
talk boxing. Why you being racist?
yeah. You're right. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot that little component. They
So
they they do
it's
turn
like
race.
it's hard to talk boxing with some of those guys because they're coming from a racist standpoint. They be like blacks this, black are runners and shit like that. Like that's not what we here for. We're here to talk about a sport we all like. This isn't a race war thing.
Right.
We're all fans of boxing, not fans because the color of the guy's skin.
Facts. Or their culture, or they ethnic region.
Right.
Well, who are some of the top Canelo channels?
Um, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been like really following these guys like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I think what's his name? Punch Drunk. I think
Oh
he.
yeah, I know Punch Drunk is one of them for sure.
Yeah. So maybe we could try to get him if everything goes right with Canelo in
Right.
in in the Skull fight. See if he wants to start coming on collabo on, but he probably been I done heard he probably has some of that racial epitome type shit.
Mm-hmm.
With what's his name? What's the other one that was calling Bud out? Come
Which
on,
one?
man. Come on, man. The young dude, the takeover. I'm having brain farts today. The takeover. The one that
Oh,
beat
Teofimo Lopez.
yeah, there you go, him.
That's his boy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That's his partner. He was having being racially biased when it came to him. Especially he's talking about stepping up Bud. Dude, Bud would crush you, dude.
Yeah. Teo's crazy, bro.
But what you before you go, what you think about the card coming up with T.O. on there? T.O. Garcia, Haney. Give a quick little rundown, or have you already did that?
Not really. I need to get into it.
Dang man, that card ain't intriguing to you.
It is. I ain't gonna lie, it is. I just haven't really sat down really. I've been bullshitting. I gotta really stand on boxing.
Yeah, okay, okay. Well, I'm glad I caught you this time. My notification came out late. It was like 30, 40 minutes late.
Yeah.
I was able to catch it. And I hadn't spoken with a boxer nerd in a while.
Yeah, they've been disappearing too.
Yeah,
Everybody everywhere because I'm not consistent with it.
yeah. I seen him on some other channels. He been on the panels and all that.
Yeah, I just gotta be more consistent to keep everybody from going everywhere else.
Yeah, you got your love life to deal with. Now
I know.
it's springtime. Oh my God.
You said what?
I say it's springtime now. You know what springtime does to your love life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I'm not gonna hold you up because you probably tell me like end the live, end the live. Uh,
Yeah, it's over the hour. I was trying to get off.
what so you can't predict what the next time you come back on. You when you gonna do a PM show?
A PM.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna try soon.
Okay. What's up, Neezy? I see you in the chat. Salute. All right, man. I'm not gonna hold you. I'll just try to look out for the next time you get on, and we're gonna try to build up that Canelo fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Salute to everybody.
All right, have a good one.